Hello everybody and welcome to another video. In this video, I'm going to be ranking every single quarterback based off the season that we just had, the 2025 to 2026 NFL season. There's a lot of quarterbacks here. I'm only going to go over the starters. So, if there's a quarterback on this list that is this dude or is Josh Dobbs, I'm not going to rank them. So, Kyler is not great. Kyler he's okay. He honestly he's just not that good. His dual threat ability isn't as good as it used to be, and he's honestly not a good thrower at all. Like there's not a single part about his game that is just inspiring. Kirk Cousins, he's average. He's an okay quarterback for a backup. I wouldn't ever start him. That probably means I should move him down to I. Actually, I'm gonna make a tier. He's a solid backup. He's a good backup to Michael Penix, and he plays well if needed. Lamar Jackson's still elite. He's still phenomenal. He's incredible, along with Josh Allen. Up next, we have Bryce Young. Bryce Young's actually a very interesting one. I am a huge Bryce Young supporter. I love Bryce Young. He's average. He's very good in certain games, and he's very bad in certain games. But it's so funny to watch him because he'll like make a really bad mistake at the beginning of the game, and then he'll just play lights out. Like it's insane. Caleb Williams is great. He's phenomenal. I think there's a world where he becomes top five next year if he can boost his accuracy. I was rooting for the Bears, man. It's good to see them. I hope they don't move. Joe Burrow's still elite. And as a matter of fact, I'm gonna put Mahomes up here. These are the top four right now. Next up, we have Jake Browning. We did see quite a bit of him. He's just terrible, not a good backup. Joe Flacco still got it. He's still a very solid backup. Next up, we have the two Browns rookie quarterbacks, which honestly, they're both. I Dylan Gabriel, honestly, I think he played. Oh, sorry. I think he played better than Shedeur Sanders, in my opinion. I think Shedeur had that one game against Tennessee, and that's all. That's it. Dylan Gabriel at least was solid. He just can't throw the ball very far. Next up, Dak is great. He's borderline elite. He's phenomenal. It's just he's hated on because he's a Cowboy and I'm a Giants fan. Like I think he's overhated so much. He's a phenomenal quarterback. Bo Nix, he's average. He's all right. Like there's games he'll play phenomenal. There's games he'll play like pretty bad. Like the Raiders game that ended what 6-10. That was terrible. That was a awful performance. But if the Broncos had Bo Nix, I believe that they would have made the Super Bowl. Jared Goff is great. He's a great pocket passer. He isn't as good as Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Lamar. He does not have the playmaking ability as well as them. Same with Caleb Williams and Dak. They can get out of the pocket. They can scramble out to the left or the right. They can throw it off their back foot. They can throw it. And I'm not saying Jared Goff can't do any of that, but he's not as good as a um, playmaker, but he is a better pocket passer than most of the quarterbacks on this list, except Joe Burrow, and I would say Dak Prescott. Jordan Love, he is great. He is so overhated, um, but he is a phenomenal quarterback. He makes plays that are really like insane, but he also does have some mind-numbingly bad interceptions. He had some head-scratching interceptions this year, but he also took care of the ball a lot better than he did the prior years. So it's good to see him improving. CJ Stroud, man, I'm gonna move Shador down, or not Shador, Dylan Gabriel. And honestly, I'm in the boat down, but CJ Stroud just crap the bed, man. He was so good his rookie year, and he was becoming one of my favorite quarterbacks, and then he just became terrible, and he turns the ball over so much. Daniel Jones, I'm gonna put him in average. He could have had a fluke year maybe. He did play very well this year. It's great to see as a Giants fan. We got our franchise quarterback. Hopefully the Colts can re-sign him, and hopefully he's turned his career around. But he did have that injury, the Achilles injury. Um, we'll have to see next year if he plays as well. I do think as the New York market space, Daniel Jones is a very composed guy, but a very quiet dude. And Jackson Dart's the complete opposite. Jackson Dart's not uncomposed, but he he's louder, and so I think Daniel Jones was hated on more because of the market space he was in, and um, that's why he ended up playing really bad. Trevor Lawrence is actually he's really good, but I want to see more. These two, I want to see more out of them. If they could play at the same level that they did at the end of the year for Trevor Lawrence and at the beginning of the year for Daniel Jones, if they can play those levels a whole season and they just play it next year and then the year after that, like I will move them up to elite. They were phenomenal when they played at their peak. Justin Herbert, he's elite. I'm gonna put him in great though. I think elite should be safe for the top five quarterbacks. I don't think Justin Herbert's quite top five. I think he gets a lot of hate for the playoff games he hasn't ever won, but like his team around him has been pretty tragic. I don't hear any Justin Herbert slander from the regular season because he's phenomenal during the regular season. He does have some meltdowns, but so does his team. Nobody would fare well behind that offensive line. So there's that. Geno Smith was buns. All he could throw was interceptions this year. He was terrible. And this is my top five. Not in order, not in any particular order at all, except these four are top four, and this he is number five for sure. Matthew Stafford's incredible. He has been like in the shadow of Aaron Rodgers and Drew Brees and all these quarterbacks for years, and now that they're out of the league, he's been able to shine and he's been very phenomenal. It's great to see. JJ McCarthy was buns, no question about it. Tua was buns. His brain's sadly like mush. I love Tua, but he he is not the player he used to be. Drake May is great. I think he benefited very well from a schedule that was the easiest in the league. However, he is phenomenal. I think he's a very good quarterback. I think he'll be good next year. I just don't think he'll play at the same level next year. I'm going to do Spencer Rattler. He's a very good backup. And Tyler Shuck, he is average right now. I want to see more out of him. Um, but I think he'll be very, very phenomenal next year. This is Tyler Shuck. That is not Tyler Shuck. This is Tyler Shuck. Sorry about that, guys. Russ Buns. I hope he never starts for us again. Jackson Dart. Again, average. Jackson Dart's probably my favorite quarterback ever. That's Eli Manning is, but I love Jackson Dart. But I do need to see more out of him. If he progresses with John Harbaugh, he'll move up. I'm 100% sure. Justin Fields is sadly buns. Jalen Hurts, I'll put him at an average. He cannot pass it that great. He is not a great passer, but he is a solid game manager and he does really well under pressure. Like he's probably number one quarterback in the league, except maybe Mahomes. Under pressure, he's phenomenal under it. It's just his attributes aren't as good as people make it out to seem. And that's no shame on him. That's no slander to him. He's still won a Super Bowl. So, Jameis, he's alright. He's so much fun to watch. Coming up on the end, Sam Darnold. He is phenomenal. He played so good this year, and I'm so glad he's turned his career around. And he won the Super Bowl, so good for him. Good for him, for sure. Mac Jones, or Brock Purdy, sorry. And then I'm gonna do Mac Jones. Where's Mac Jones? There he is. Okay, Mac Jones is going to be different from the rest of the backups. I think Brock Purdy's great. I think he played really well this year for the time he played. Mac Jones is average. I think if he's given a shot on another team, he will play very well. I just want to see him given another shot. Okay. I'm just gonna do these guys real quick. Marcus Mariota was a very solid backup this year. He played very well when he was um, when he was playing. I'm gonna add a row below. Poor guy. I feel so bad for Carson Wentz. He just got bullied behind that offensive line. Jaden Daniels was average. He was not as good as he was his rookie year, and if he does not play better next year, I do not think he will be as good as people made him out to seem after the first year. Obviously, he had pretty bad injuries, so hopefully he recovers well, and hopefully he does come back to how he was. Cam Ward was actually really good at the end of the year. I think he was super overhated just because he was on the Titans, but he played really well at the end of the year, so I hope he progresses next year. Baker was also average. He started out the year so good, like so hot, and then he just it. I don't even think he eclipsed 4,000 yards. I don't know that for a fact, but he did not play good for the rest of the year. And then Aaron Rodgers was alright. He was solid. He was Aaron Rodgers, but a lot worse. But he's getting up there in age, so for a 43-year-old man, he played really well. And that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I did get a new webcam, so I hope it looks a lot better for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.